Hey, thanks for taking time to join us here on Polk Place, and in studio with me, a man with over 47 years of dedicated service to this county. That would be Mike Callender from Polk County Parks and Rec. How you doing?
Doing well. Good morning, Brian.
Yeah.
Glad to be here. Thank you.
Actually, it's Polk County Parks and Rec and Natural Resources. And
Yes.
Was there anything else that I might have missed?
Nope, I think you got it. We're with the Parks and Natural Resources Division.
Yeah. So talk to me. 47 years of service to this county, and all of it's been within parks. Talk to me a little bit about the progression of what you've seen from day one to what you see now.
Oh, it's been pretty amazing. The opportunity that the citizens of Polk County have had over the years. We've grown the park system tremendously since when I started. We had just a few little parks here and there, and now we have world-class facilities all over the county.
For those that might not know the difference, we have our parks, which are your standard issue, you know, maybe ball fields, definitely playground equipment, different things like that. Then we have our natural resources. Talk to me a little bit and decipher between the two and talk about a couple of the facilities of each.
Yeah, I'm the Parks and Recreation Manager, and in the parks that I'm responsible for at this particular time are all the active parks, the things that you consider the ball fields, the campgrounds, the horse riding arenas, and some picnicking areas and different things like that. And then we also have our natural lands areas, the Circle Bs, the Crooked Lakes, the Gator Creeks, and all that are preservation properties that are for basically passive recreation.
Talk to me a little bit about especially our natural lands. I've had the occasion or two to be out to one of our newest ones down around 60 Coleman Landing. I've been out at that one. There's another one along 60. We went out late at night, went out about 10 o'clock at night and shot until about 4 o'clock in the morning. And really, it's one of the darkest places within the state of Florida. And really, with a little bit of photography equipment, you can see the Milky Way.
Yes. The natural lands areas offer that unique ability to observe nature in its original state. I mean, basically, we have no lights or ball field lights, or even in most cases, there's no cities around the areas. And so you were probably out at our Crooked Lake Prairie and those areas. Our Coleman Landing is actually an active park with our campground, which is right down the road on Highway 60. But and of course, everybody's aware of the Circle B. Mm-hmm. But I'm encouraging all of Polk County to take advantage of some of the other areas. Circle B gets used quite a bit, but you can get the same experiences and unique fauna, unique wildlife in some of the other areas that we have throughout the county. So I'd encourage them to take the opportunity to travel a little bit and look at some of the great natural lands areas that we have. And you can use our website or call us at our office, and we'll be glad to give you directions and give you times and dates and different things that are going on in some of those other areas too.
Now, I'd mentioned it in the open, and you mentioned it yourself. We have more than one place to go camping in Polk County if you'd like to get out.
Oh yes, we have 5 campgrounds. We have a very diverse active park system, whether it's campgrounds, boat ramps, of course athletic fields. We've got over 130 athletic fields, and this time of the year our youth leagues are kicking off with our baseball and softball programs and football programs. We also have disc golf, we have cricket, we have picnicking opportunities. We just have a whole great gamut of different activities for people to enjoy and be active at.
And when you mentioned the facilities that we have probably one of the nation's top recruiting forces when it comes to tourism and sports marketing, our Visit Central Florida folks and Visit Central Florida Sports. And when they recruit events, one of the things that they highlight is the efforts, and our facilities, talk a little bit about them. I mean, our soccer facilities, our baseball fields are second to none.
Oh, absolutely. Polk County, along with several of the municipalities, we partner together to bring in large events from all over the United States. Currently, right now, the Rust Mat tournament is going on, which is utilizing many facilities throughout Polk County, including our Northeast Regional Park, which has the synthetic artificial turf fields that we just built a couple years ago, and highlighting that particular facility is one of the highlights of that tournament that they're using right now. Mm-hmm. These are teams from up north, baseball teams up north that don't have the opportunity to be blessed with the weather we have in Florida. So they're basically coming down and doing their spring training here in Central Florida, and specifically Polk County. So it's a really fantastic opportunity to see some young players come in, the college-age young players come in, utilizing our facilities, and see some great baseball being played at many of the facilities throughout Polk County, but especially our Northeast Regional Park.
For our soccer facilities, you know, you had talked about that synthetic turf.
Yes.
Talk a little bit about that investment, because there was a time, you know, we had a lot of folks playing soccer on our fields, and that grass is hard to keep up. Talk about that investment, but really what it brings back.
Yeah, we certainly do, and that's a fast-growing sport, and it's a very popular sport right now. And we have many soccer fields, but we're making that investment, especially at Northeast Regional Park. We invested in the synthetic turf, and we also are now moving forward to, we have some funds available, and we're going to be doing our Simmers Young Park, converting several of those fields out to the artificial turf. Because of the popularity, because of the use on the facilities, it's very difficult to maintain the grass, especially for the recreational kids to play on, because they're playing every day just about on those soccer fields. So it's hard for us to maintain those in the state and being safe for those kids to play on. So we're making that investment in other areas throughout the Polk County too.
And the beautiful thing is just there are folks coming in to use these facilities, bringing those tourism dollars in, but it's also available for our residents to use, thus bringing the quality of life. So in the event folks want to use the fields, want to use the camping, want to use, say, the picnic facilities, how do they go about doing that for each?
Well, of course, our parks are open 365 days a year, and there's no charge to actually use our parks, unless you want to make a reservation for specific activities. If you want to rent one of our pavilions for a birthday party or something like that, you can certainly call our office or go online and make those reservations. If you want to join a youth league throughout the Polk County, you can get a hold of those youth league organizations, and on our website we have that information to connect you with those facilities near to wherever you're living at. If you want to camp, you certainly can go to any of the campgrounds. It's first come, first serve. There is a fee for that. And the only facility that we actually charge to get in the gate is our Bone Valley ATV Park. It's a very unique facility, and I'm sure Derek Harper, our Recreation Superintendent, will be coming in to speak to you more about that, but we're very proud of that facility also.
That is absolutely incredible, and the Board of County Commissioners and in partnership with the mines, you know, picked up the north side of that, and you guys build a bridge.
Yes, yes. For those of you that are not familiar with Bone Valley, it's way out in the southern end of Polk County on County Road 630, and we actually originally purchased 200 acres on the south side of 630, and later on through a grant process, we purchased another 300 acres on the north side to expand the park, and we recently just completed the bridge project, so we're able to start developing the north side of that park to expand that particular facility.
Mike, as with any of our facilities, there are rules that go with using the facilities, and the Board of County Commissioners just recently enacted some. Talk a little bit about those.
They certainly did. A few years ago, the state actually changed their rules and regulations and laws that allowed cities and municipalities to regulate smoking within park areas. And it was brought to the county commissioner's attention through a group called Conserve and another group called Students Against tobacco, and they made the county commissioners aware, specifically Commissioner George Lindsay. And he brought it to the county commission in November, and an ordinance was passed that prohibited smoking cigarettes and vaping in county parks.
Well, Mike, it's been a pleasure talking with you. Anytime that you got parks-related material you want to talk about, please come back and see me.
Well, it's always great to see you, and thank you for having me.
There are more than 60 parks that include athletic facilities, picnic areas, a historical-oriented park, resource centers, 5 campgrounds, and an ATV park. Your biggest challenge will be deciding what to do. Parks and Recreation also maintains 40 boat launching sites, produces special events, and conducts a summer program. Now, boat ramp hours are 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. Youth athletic leagues and events also are a big draw. Parks and Recreation oversees more than 120 sports fields and is responsible for 27 youth athletic leagues with more than 12,000 participants. Now, if you need more information about Parks and Rec, go to polk-county.net. If you enjoyed that episode of Polk Place, I invite you to like, share, and subscribe to the channel, and even check out the next one.